Hello and welcome to another Modern Cube League. This is Old Man Poole. We have opened up a modern looking pack here. Got Gideon, Ally of Zendikar, which might be our front runner. There are some good things going on here, but I like Planeswalkers in general. And actually, I kind of got destroyed, like literally obliterated by the token deck last time I tried playing. And I've heard a couple times in comments the token deck is definitely a real thing. Saw it in action. Kind of tempted to try and make that work, and Gideon fits kind of nicely into both of those. If we want to go super hard on tokens, Pia and Kieran's probably better, just getting 3 bodies across 4 mana. I think it's a little bit more likely to wheel too. I don't think Gideon's terribly likely to. Temple of Tramps isn't the most exciting land. Mutavault's okay. Let's take Gideon here. See what's up with that. Alright. So, Hornet Queen, although that feels kind of too late for your typical token strategy. I think that you really kind of want to be aggressive for going for that. We could try playing Nissa. Nissa. Look at the top card of the library. It's a land card. Creature with convert mech has less than equal number of loyalty counters. Put that card in the battlefield. Okay, that was kind of interesting. Scries 2s makes lands probably pretty reasonable, if not like crazy absurd as a Planeswalker goes. Never Returns, fine. Chandra's also fine, although not fantastic. I'm actually not sure what our pickup is here. I may be able to take the Temple Garden. It is one of the better lands, just because it does have the Forest Plains, or like the basic land types on there. And I don't think there's anything here that just like blows me away, so maybe we'll pick up a land while we can. Having a good mana base is pretty important and pretty much in all aspects of Cube, but I think it's worth taking some high picks for it. Okay, so here we have Nahiri, which is pretty great. Takes care of a lot of troublesome threats, although not other Planeswalkers, and also gives some good card advantage. We could just take that here and maybe slide into that sort of a deck. Breeding Pool is another pretty good shock land, although it's maybe a little bit like there's some better cards in this pack. I think I would take over it. Whereas I think the Temple Garden didn't have anything super absurd. Duplicate's not bad, especially against creature-based matchups. I don't really know what this is. It's interesting. Okay, so just another big threat. I don't think that's really absurd. I think I'm just gonna take the Nahiri here. This is gonna fit into a lot of different decks, and Planeswalkers are pretty good in general, right? Okay. We have Palladium Mirror, which is a very good ramp threat. Gideon's Lawkeeper, which is pretty reasonable as well. Ruthless Ripper. A black card in your hand. Okay. A little bit interesting. Just a death touch that you can sneak your opponent. Probably not absurd. I don't think either of these cards are like crazy, although they're not bad. Masked Admirers. Not sure what to think about that card. Kind of just take the Palladium Mirror here. It is a very fast ramp spell. We don't have a ton that we're doing with it right now, but maybe we could pick up something. Pride to be just fine, but it'll come around. I think Lawkeeper probably will too, although it's also fine. Let's take that Palladium Mirror. Ramp is ramp, right? Especially when it's colorless like that. Okay, so here we've got a Marsh Flats. We do have a Militia Captain, which seems to be one of the best things in the token deck, although we haven't seen anything else that's just screaming tokens. So maybe we'll see if we can let this wheel. If nobody's in the deck, this will come around. If someone else is in the deck, then maybe we're best not trying to fight for it. I'm not sure how deep it was. It felt pretty absurd when we got run over by it, but it's also... They also may have just kind of been the only person drafting that, and may have just gotten all the good cards. I'm going to take the Marsh Flats here. This is nice fixtures for a lot of colors, especially with our Temple Garden. Ooh, City of Brass, I do like. Creeping Tarpit's also pretty good. There's a Pia Nalar and Elspeth, which I think is fine, if not really super exciting. Declaration of Stone is also a pretty reasonable removal spell. Although Nahiri is already not bad taking out creatures as first couple of picks go. So we could take City of Brass. I do like that if you end up in kind of multicolored Planeswalkers. Or Elspeth or Pia, I think, are a little bit more like token-based cards. We want to try and go for that. I'm a feel not uncomfortable forcing that. I want to take the... Yeah, maybe Elspeth's safer. Elspeth, I think, will play in a lot of decks. P, I think, is only good if we really are trying to beat down. What do we got here? Precursor Golem's pretty powerful. I do like Shadow Mage Infiltrator, although it's not really part of our colors right now. We could just take Kytheon. I'm actually not... What does it turn into? Up to one target creature, tax. Okay. Creature gains indestructible. Not bad. It does turn into a Gideon, but doesn't have any like absurd effect like Ally of Zendikar does, certainly. I don't know about Precursor Golem. I'm not really sure what the pick is here. Maybe we'll just pick Sulphurous Strings and keep up on our lands. Okay. Well, Strand's expertise is very, very good in that sort of deck. I think I'm going to try it. It may end up being that we just don't quite have enough playables if we're competing for the deck, but Strand's expertise coming around this late, I think it is very, very good in the token strategy. Let's pick that up. Hope to find a couple of the cheaper spells. We're heavy on the 4s right now, but okay. Temple of Triumph with that in mind is pretty good. Chain to the Rocks would not be bad. We are in mountains. I think it's likely we're going to find other good removal in these two colors, but maybe Chain to the Rocks is just good enough compared to Temple of Triumph that we'd rather have that. We're going to have mountains basically always, right? Sure, let's take Chain to the Rocks. Let's go deep here. Okay. Force Legionnaire is fine. If we're really aggressive, it's actually not bad, so maybe we should pick that up. Chandra is a little bit more of a hedge, but not bad. She blows up a creature and then persists. Yeah, maybe we'll... Yeah, I don't know. It's close. I don't think I love Linvala in either case. Okay. Flame Speaker. Play it. Pretty good if they can't answer it. Forest Reckoner, likewise. Jinx Choker's pretty good if you're aggressive, right? Yeah. You have to be pretty aggressive, though, before it's great. And it deals damage that kills off our Planeswalkers. Let's take the Silverblade, I think. Okay. Lawkeeper or Knight? Lawkeeper is better in a controlling variety. These two might be better for really beating down. Let's take Lawkeeper. Okay, Militia Cap did come around, which makes me think that probably no one is in the Crazy Tokens deck. And it might just mean that we didn't open a ton of the cards in this pack, which definitely happens. Okay, I think I'm going to cut out Palladium Mirror. Probably not going to play Chandra. Probably will play Nahiri. I think she's just powerful enough that it's okay. Our other two Planeswalkers are not bad. But let's go for it here. Okay. We have Isamaru for trying to be really aggressive. Release the Gremlins I don't think is really a thing. Right now we have an easy out into black with our lands and green. Don't love Lignify in this sort of deck. Den Protector is pretty good. We just take Sword. Actually, maybe that's better. And it brings creatures back. Protection from white and black. And it protects a lot of things too. I think Solemn Recruit's likely to come back around. Yeah, there's not tons for us here. I think we're going to take the Sword. Ooh, cool. Ramaz is great. One of the better things for the deck to have. Is very, very efficiently costed on its own, and the fact that it makes tokens is even great. Even better, so. Westvale Abbey is good. It's a little bit unfortunate they're both in the pack. I think Ramaz is more likely to come around, but I also think it's more important to the deck. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it here. It's possible that people don't value Westvale Abbey all that highly. In a deck that really, really cares about like powerful effects like Cube, maybe it's just too slow, and it's not real likely you're going to get Ormondal outside of this deck. Okay, we got... That's interesting. Actually, Mirror Entity is probably pretty good in this, right? If we make a bunch of tokens and we just make it everything huge, creatures can control base power toughness. Yeah. Actually, Mirror Entity is probably kind of good in this deck. I remember looking at this in one of my earlier Q drafts and not really understanding where it fit, but this is probably it. Obsidat's powerful. Fleece Mane Lion's also powerful. Not sure we're... I guess we're not even all that red, are we? We're basically mono white. So maybe Maybe we're okay picking up something like this would be fine to play, but not exciting. Amazing, like Fleece Mane's just better. Let's take Siege Gang Commando. That does create 4 bodies. Let's take Nissa. This is a bunch of tokens. Nissa's actually probably better, right? Nissa makes a bunch of tokens. If we're thinking about changing colors altogether, yeah, I think Nissa's probably the best enabler for this deck. Siege Gang Commander is going to come around if we want it to. Just Sun Titan, just as a very powerful top-end threat, probably. Yeah, I don't know of anything else here that's real exciting. Stormcrook Noble's fine. It's going early and can be a big threat. But yeah, I think I'm okay taking a Sun Titan. This is very, very good if you've got things to recur. And even though it's kind of expensive, you're going to have games where you get to 6 and you're pretty happy about that. So, okay. Hell Rider probably here, or Inferno Titan. Interesting. Hell Rider's definitely a little bit more aggressive. Although maybe we don't have to be crazy aggressive. Maybe we'll just have some like good synergies with tokens and a whole bunch of Planeswalkers. We can kind of auto-bowl into a Planeswalker deck as we are right now anyway. Inferno Titan is just really good. I think it's kind of a mile better than Hell Rider. Okay. Hangerback Walker is exciting. Yeah. Overgrown Tomb is a little bit nice because Marsh Flats could find it. But I think Hangerback is one of the better things in this deck, so. Mayor creates tokens. Sunpetal Grove, Fork Bolt. Sure, let's take the Mayor here. So maybe we'll be base white with fairly aggressive green and red splashes. I think Den Protector over Thrun. Ooh, Westvale Abbey did come back around. Okay, well, cool. Glad to have that one. Okay, we do need to pick up lands kind of aggressively going forward. Although we're not really doing anything with black. I guess maybe it's more likely we splash blue. We already have a couple of things that splash for black. So, sure, let's play our farmland. Wow, this is a really late Solar of Temptation. I think that card's absurd. Yeah, I guess just Siege Gang Command. I'm not sure this is going to make the cut, but it is a lot of tokens, right? We haven't gotten a ton of Anthem effects. Nissa's kind of our main one right now. But we do have a decent number of token makers right now. Okay, I'll pick up a Temple of Epiphany here. It's an outside chance that ends up splashing for something blue. I guess Lodestone? I don't know, those are both not anything I'm playing. Sylvan Advocate's a little bit interesting, just as a good 2-drop. We probably won't have to play it, we'd probably rather play more synergistic things, but we could. So, end of pack 2 here, I'm not like super crazy excited, but not bad either. We'd like to cut a couple of things, like I don't think Silverblade Paladin's probably the best. Siege Gang Commando, Sylvan Advocate, but we do have some token makers, and potentially some powerful stuff. Okay, what do we see here? Take Selesnya Charm, which is a very good, just kind of versatile card. Nest Invader gives us 2. Oh, that's probably going to wheel. Ancestral Visions is really good, but I'm not sure we splash it. You really want to play a turn 1. Banefire's not a bad finisher. We grafted War Gear, but I'm not sure that's even really in the spirit of the deck anyway. Godless Shrine, although we're not really going for black. I mean, Elish Norn is obviously an Anthem effect, but it's very expensive. I don't think we can really take advantage of it. Let's take the Selesnya Charm. This is going to be a pretty reasonable pickup. Spectral Procession here, probably. Still don't have any of our Anthem effects, unfortunately. There are some really great cards in this pack. Shriekmaw is obviously great. Spectral Procession, Tidings, Torrential Gearhulk, Culligan's Command, and the list kind of goes on and on. There's a lot of stuff that we like here. Banisher Priest. I think Procession is pretty great. Yeah, I'd love to see 1 or 2 Anthems in this last pack. Okay. It's just probably Monster Mentor, right? Oop, that was close. I'm trying to move this down a little. There we go. Do you like a good number of these? Staff and Nin is like one of my favorite cards of ever, but this is not the deck for it. But yeah, just Mentor seems pretty good. Works with a lot of our non-creature spells, lots of planeswalkers and the like. Makes tokens. It's a great threat on its own, so This deck is probably even a little bit more exciting. Evolving Wilds is an option. Oh, I guess Master probably. Never mind. Master of the Wild Hunt is another token maker. I don't know though, we have so many token makers and not tons in the way of payoffs. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate. So, let's see. Revel Arc's pretty good. Brings back a lot of things for us here. Don't think we're aggressive enough to play Karizev. It's also a Cloud Goat Ranger, which is not all that different from the Siege Gang Commander. Actually, Smuggler's Copter is probably pretty good in this deck. We have a lot of cheap spells, and that lets us fix our draws a little bit. We may not even play our red, honestly. Fan Charm would be good, but we're kind of stretching a little bit as it is. Yeah, Smuggler's Copter. We haven't picked up lands very aggressively. Okay, Odric's kind of a payoff. So is Windstep Teeth. Let's see. First strike. That's true. It requires us to have stuff, though. I don't know how often we have anything. Yeah. We have, like, Vigilance. Doesn't give prowess, right? This is before prowess existed. Well, I guess it wouldn't be. I don't see prowess on there, though. Yeah. I think I'm going to take the Windswept Teeth. I think it's a little bit better for our mana right now, and I'm not sure that Odric would have been the best fit. So we have Rushland, Ire Shaman, Devil's Play, take the Worldly, and Perilous Mirror. I'm going to take the Brushland. Try and fix our mana even a little bit better. Ooh, Hero Blade holds great. Oxid Ridge is also pretty good, but ooh, well, which is better? We're only gonna get one of these two. I think Blade Hold's gotta be better, right? This is nice because it swings once, and the Battle Cry is tempting with all of our tokens, but this just makes tokens aggressively. Okay, probably take the Nest Invader now. Okay, that's actually a little bit surprising that both of these came around, although so did Banisher Priest. We're definitely light on removal. Stirring Wildwood and Raging Ravine. Both very good. How likely do we think we are to be playing our red? Decent, but not absurd. Just Wildwood, I think, is up. Mana Tithe, not a bad. I could play Braska. Nah. Doesn't make tokens. Can't be good, right? Well, I don't know. Destroys non-land permanents, which we actually have very little of that does. Take Exquisite Firecraft, probably over Brimstone Volley. Scattered Groves is great. Yeah, I don't think we need another Cloud Goat. Arlen Cord, I guess. And Primal Command. Okay. Well, I don't think that came together absurdly well, but I don't think it's bad either. I think we are just going to cut red. Inferno Titan is very, very powerful, but we didn't end up with a ton of red fetches, and I don't think it's really worth ruining our mana over. So we're just going to have very, very good. Well, Nehri is powerful. I think Nehri gets the chopping block, though, too. I just like having good mana here, which we are going to have. Play all of those. Marsh Flats is a little bit nice because it kind of counts for 2 lands and it finds us green, so it's actually just kind of like having another dual land. Well, it's even a little bit better. Okay. Don't think we need Palladium Mirror in the stack. All the red is good, but not necessary. We could sideboard it in some cases. Okay. With that, though, we're maybe a little bit light on playables. Let's see if we want to play everything here. They're all fine. If not all super exciting, like Sylvan Advocate, I maybe would cut. Chain to the Rocks, Declaration, Selesnya Charm. So we actually have a little bit of removal, which is good. Okay, yeah, those are all nice there. I am glad we picked up the Nissa. Nissa and Mirror Entity are kind of our wombo combo. Those are pretty much the only thing that really rewards us for playing lots and lots of creatures. So what's our one cut here? For cutting one thing, what do we cut? Oh, haha. I guess it's pretty obvious. Chain to the Rocks, since we're not even playing our mountains. That would have been kind of embarrassing to toss into our first game. Okay, well, I think the deck looks decent. The deck does not look absurd. Wonder if we want to play Mana Tithe. It is very much a surprise if you get to get your opponent with that. Nah, I think we're okay. Let's pick up everything over here. We're gonna have very good mana, which I do like. Like, close to a constructed next level of good mana. Not quite, but we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's see, 6 dual lands. We're just playing 2 colors. That's pretty exciting. Probably pretty evenly split, maybe a little bit heavier on white, but not by much. My deck wants more than I would have expected. Let's do, I think we're even gonna just do 5/5. We have a lot of double white there, but I think we're likely to get that. That requires white. Does anything else require a specific color to activate? No, not really. Yeah, let's just do 5 and 5. Okay, deck's cool. I'll see you guys for match 1.